Pro athletes are like superhumans performing amazing feats of strength, agility, and stamina. They push their bodies to the limits in pursuit of perfection for our entertainment as we marvel at what peak human performance looks like, which makes it even funnier when they fail hard. Practice your peak performance by subscribing to this channel and hitting that notification button. Does the fact that the person getting hit in the head or tripping and falling down is a world-class athlete that's a physical specimen and in better shape than most of us could ever dream of make it even funnier? Yes, it does. With that in mind, we scoured the internet for the wildest athletes doing the dumbest stuff to make you laugh harder than you've ever laughed before. Here are the 10 funniest and most embarrassing moments in sports. Number 10. Jose Canseco gets hit in the head for a homer. Jose Canseco is a baseball great known for smashing dingers and being in the best shape in almost all of baseball. He's also not the brightest bulb in the box. That's a polite way of saying he's dumb. So it shouldn't come as much surprise that one of his best known moments is this baseball blooper. Hey, Jose, this isn't what people mean when they say get under the ball. Canseco runs to the wall in an attempt to make an out, but instead assists in a home run by unwittingly bouncing the baseball off of that fat noggin of his. Don't worry about him. He didn't have many brain cells left for that ball to knock loose. You know it's one heck of a blooper when this guy goes on to write a tell-all book snitching about steroids in baseball, get beat up a bunch in MMA, and star in VH1's Surreal Life. And he's still probably best known for taking a baseball to the head. Number 9. Hurdler gives up, run through hurdles. Track is tough. You need to run fast. That's it. You want more than that? Okay, what if you have to run fast and jump over hurdles? Now we're talking crazy town. Surprisingly, track athletes have been able to do this run and jump over hurdles thing for about 100 years or so, with pretty decent and impressive results. Well, not at these Chinese university games. Check out this guy who actually does make an attempt to jump over the first 2 hurdles. He fails pretty miserably at it, so does a quick, private brainstorming session and decides his best course of action is to just stay on the ground, full steam ahead, and bust through these hurdles like he's the Kool-Aid man breaking through a wall. Look at him, rawr! Oh yeah, then he decides to change lanes at the end. Why even have rules? Number 8. Novak Djokovic takes a champagne cork to the head. Tennis star Novak Djokovic decided to celebrate one of his victories with an oversized bottle of the champagne. He decided to get real cute with it and shake that baby up real good before he opened it. Just a real quick side note, never shake a real baby. Okay, back to the champagne. Well, the tennis star must have had his mind on his next match and not on the bottle in his hand because as he was opening the shaken, volatile bottle, the genius put his face right over it and took a cork right to the face. Not only that, but he decided to play it off as if we, and the television cameras recording and capable of slow motion, didn't see it just happen. We all saw it, Novak. You can't trick us. Just admit you messed up, acknowledge you got hit by a cork, and move on. He's making it weird. Number 7. Patrick Steffen misses empty net. Hockey is a tough sport. The players have to be on ice the whole game. They have to wear skates. They can't pick up the puck and instead have to hit at it with sticks. They should just change it to football. Patrick Steffen proved to the world how difficult his sport can be by taking a seemingly super simple play and screwing it up royally. Patrick Steffen breaks away from the crowd with control of the puck and finds himself with a completely empty net in what should be an automatic goal. But someone must have unplugged the controller because nothing happened. Steffen just loses control of the puck and that's that. One of the worst plays in NHL history. Number 6. John Wall first pitch. Baseball has a great tradition of asking non-athletes to come out and embarrass themselves by trying to throw a pitch before every baseball game. Sometimes they invite real athletes to throw the first pitch, and theoretically, they should perform better. Theoretically. Washington Wizards point guard John Wall was in the house to throw out the first pitch before a Nationals game. He took his windup, then the pitch, and it looks like he saw a gopher pop up from the ground and was trying to kill it. John, what are you doing, man? Is he trying to bounce the ball to the catcher? He just throws it as hard as he can straight down and rolls it. Whatever you do, don't take this dude bowling. Number 5. Andre Drummond Trophy Break. People are always complaining about kids getting trophies just for participation. Okay, Boomer, whatever. You don't have to break the trophy before you give it to us. Seriously, what kind of monster shows somebody a nice, new, beautiful trophy, then just smashes it onto the floor? Andre Drummond was about to receive the MVP trophy for the NBA All-Star Weekend Rising Stars game, which is, let's face it, probably the only trophy Andre Drummond is ever going to receive. But before he can accept it, the trophy is thrown onto the ground. Not cool. Let's all just be grateful that the prize for winning the MVP for that game was just a trophy and not a puppy. Sure, dropping a trophy on national television is embarrassing, but if he had dropped a cute puppy, that guy would be living in another country, in disguise, with a fake passport right now. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in and tries to make a joke, but the moment is already ruined. Back off, Tim. Not everything is about you. Cool it, buddy. Let Andre grieve for 1 second. Number 4. Utah celebrates touchdown before they score touchdown. The celebrations after touchdowns in football are great. The players get a chance to let off some steam, cheer themselves on, show off their creativity and sometimes their choreography. But the important thing, the number 1 rule for after touchdown celebrations, make sure you score that touchdown before you celebrate. Unfortunately, Kalen Clay forgot that when Utah and Oregon were going at it. Clay was steps from the end zone when he dropped the ball and started his boasting. Gotta look down and double check that you've crossed that plane, dude. Because while his back was turned, Oregon scooped up the ball, which had been ruled as fumbled, and ran it back for a touchdown. Oh well, at least the celebration looked cool. Number 3. Carlos Boozer punches ref in the crotch. Carlos Boozer is kind of a funny dude. Also, when people say someone is a funny dude, they mean weird dude. Carlos Boozer is a grade A weirdo. His name makes it sound like he parties harder than the guy that taught Andrew WK to party every night. Okay, he can't help that one. He was born with that name. He's also been noticeably bald-headed his entire NBA career, and then one time showed up with hair spray-painted on his head. And once, to celebrate a bucket, he punched a referee in the groin. Ouch. He tried to play it off like it was an accident, but we all know the truth. Who among us has ever watched an NBA game and wanted to do exactly what Carlos did there? He was living the dream, man. But still, you can't go around crotch-punching refs to celebrate making layups. Control yourself, Boozer, even if that ref had it coming. Number 2. Butt face slide. In baseball, there's nothing more exciting than watching a runner trying to stretch out his run and beat a throw into second by sliding into the plate at the last second. For all the boring, stagnant parts of baseball, and there are tons of boring parts, the action is on par with any other sport, especially when that base runner arches up their back for some reason, pops their head in the air, and takes a faceful of that second baseman's butt. Just in case you're not super familiar with baseball, this is not proper sliding technique. When you slide into a base, you're not supposed to make face-to-butt contact. Your face is supposed to go into the dirt, not the butt. It's never ever supposed to be face into the butt. If you watch this and really examine it, there is not 1 second where this dude even considers dropping his head down and not taking a face full of butt. Must be a millennial. Number 1. Mark Sanchez butt fumble. Yeah, a play so notorious that just by saying the words butt fumble, you can make a New Yorker angry. Well, angrier than they normally are. For serious, New York, try some deep breathing exercises. Superstar Jets quarterback Mark Sanchez takes the snap, drops the ball into the pocket, and, not seeing any open receivers, decides to run the football himself. Unfortunately for Sanchez, his plan to run the ball is foiled when he runs into his own teammate's butt, falls over backwards, and fumbles the football. Yes, true playmaking ability we admire in our professional athlete role models. He is not pushed, no one is pushed into. If this isn't your first game, make sure to leave a comment, subscribe to this channel, and hit that notification button so you never miss a video.